Hello, it's Mark from Superagates.com. I'm cutting agate again today. Today I'm cutting Nebraska Blue Chalcedony, which happens to be the state gem of Nebraska. Of course, being from Nebraska, I enjoy it. They cut some beautiful gems, and a lot of the time they will fluoresce, so it should be fun to watch. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for coming along. Okay, so these are the Nebraska Blue Chalcedony nodules that we're going to cut today. And you can see some of these are showing pretty good potential on them. Incidentally, this is the state gem of Nebraska, and they have typically a fluorescence to them. They will fluoresce under shortwave and long wave, and we'll try that at the end too when we have the reveal of the cut. But there's a bunch of these that show some promise. It's a fun thing to cut. Nebraska Blue Chalcedony. Thanks for coming along with us. Okay, first cut, let's see what we got. It doesn't show a lot here. Sort of a brown, ugly thing. Oh, now that is a beautiful stone. That is the gemstone of Nebraska, blue agate. Here is a larger nodule, and many times you don't know what's in them, but when they're larger you got a better chance. It did cut a little easy though, and it's a dud. It's sort of friable. This is mainly soft stuff. It's no good. No good. A bad cut. Well, let's have a look and see what's in this nodule. It doesn't show a lot. Look at the variation in color. Now, you wouldn't guess it from the outside, but isn't that pretty? You got some creams and some whites and reds and blue. Just multicolored. Decent cut. This particular stone showed some good possibilities on the end. Oh, that's nice. Can't complain with that. That's pretty nice. Blue with the different colors there. That's why I like cutting this. It's such pretty stuff. And most of it will fluoresce. Now this particular nodule showed agate pattern here, an agate pattern on the end, a beautiful pattern. And it did cut well. That brown there is just dirt that'll all wash out. Love that cut. Shows a little pocket here too, possibly with a little red. Now this nodule didn't show much at all. Oh, but it did come out good. Nice agate pattern. Can't complain with that cut. I wonder how I should cut this stone. Oh, there's all this pattern showing here on this broken end. Hope it's nice. Oh, it is beautiful. Look at that contrasting pattern, some white in there. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. That's a good one. I didn't know how to cut this one because it shows a little bit on the edges here. So finally I just decided to cut it. It's sort of thick. Oh, look at that. It's got a vug with botryoidal, a little blue or orange coloration in there. Cleaned up. That is going to be a lovely stone. A lovely stone. Wow. Here's a thin one. Doesn't show much, not a lot of promise, but not bad either. It's about as good as this thin a stone can be. Like that stone. Here's another small stone. Didn't know if there'd be anything, but a pretty pattern. I mean, most of these are coming out pretty nice. That's nice. Okay, another one that we've cut here. Not much showing. Oh, now that's contrast. That's contrast. And that's what makes stone so pretty. If it was all one color, it wouldn't be much, but contrast. Oh, that is sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This stone, I'm not sure. It was an easy cut. Oh, isn't that nice? Nebraska blue agate. Actually a chalcedony. Love to cut this stuff. Okay, so this is the Nebraska blue agate from Nebraska, of course. It's the state gem. It's actually not an agate. They just call it an agate because there's agate pattern in it. But it is a chalcedony. Has some beautiful patterns. There's some beautiful stones in this. It's one of my favorite agates to cut. Of course, I'm from Nebraska, so I'm going to be partial. Nebraska does not have a lot of gem rocks. It's out in the panhandle that this is found. But as you can see, a wide variety of patterns. A lot of them have multiple colors in them, which makes it quite desirable. Beautiful vug in this one. And what's really amazing about it is that the vast majority of it will fluoresce under shortwave light, and some of it even under long wave. So later on I'll add a piece on the end of this to show that it does fluoresce. This one has a little bit of a botryoidal center there. Little red. Just a nice stone. It's a lot of fun to cut. It's easy to cut, but it takes a brilliant polish. There is a couple duds in here. I mean, this is pretty much a dud. Very porous, very junky piece. Not really too excited about that either. But But then there's other ones that just are really, really nice. Some of this is just needs to be cleaned out, but just a lovely stone. Probably my favorite is this one. But a lot of nice ones. A lot of them with different color and pattern. And it does fluoresce. It is the state gem of Nebraska. Sure appreciated you coming along to watch. Hope you'll subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks again, Mark at Superagates. Here we have the Nebraska Blue, the same group that I showed you before, except we're going to show it with the ultraviolet light. First is the shortwave. Has a very beautiful color. And then the long wave. It fluoresces under both. An interesting fact, Nebraska Blue Agate, state gem of Nebraska.